I trust you've had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortuno's arrived not long ago with the message. Loporits have determined Medion's location. We've been asked to gather at the rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Right on, Cryo. Keep trying to mount. Oh, where's the rostra? Oh, it's in the middle. Let's go right there. Yeah, just stop right there. Whole squad. I don't really want to talk to everybody right now. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporits have deduced the whereabouts of Medion by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin herself. Hell yeah! Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars at the edge of creation. Do we have to do like 99 levels of Spelunky 2 to get there? A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed, how then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. We're gonna bunny hop across the universe? Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporits' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Heidelin believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome the crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Heidelin's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Heidelin, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Blackies. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Oh, okay. Are the Loporits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life. an otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelin chose us to lead the way to Medion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetheris until you brought us here, Urianger, and now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Oh shit, you got me there. Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? What? Why would you ask me that? We'll avert the final days, whatever it takes. Yeah. Very well, we shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the Hopper. The Loperids will coordinate with the Ilsabard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Oh, okay. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. Hi, Tuxedo Flask. So nice to see you. For now, pray take your ease. You're having a lovely whatever day it is. It would seem there is naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? Nice to see me. There's much to do. I can't find a moment to speak to my own children. Oh, not all the Forum members supported this plan. Hope everything is going good for you, Tux. Might be working or maybe getting off work. Maybe it's none of my goddamn business. Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Medion as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and to Taru. Hell yeah, 1 hour left. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. Sorry I couldn't hop on earlier for you. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What do they have to say? They said we're gonna kill Medion. Save everybody. The edge of creation, I see. Evelyn that thief. Hell yeah. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Actually, viewing, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldesian Annex, alright? Thief seems pretty pro for Fleet and Treasure Hunter. The never-ending story. Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Rising Jack. It's Jag. Jag's playing. Jags are here. Welcome viewing to Taru's boutique. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the Warrior of Light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then, inspiration struck and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Bavarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlene. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works, perish the thought. Barsarad, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Mistress Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? The following event cannot be skipped. I wish to poop and pee first. I love how this game looks because it looks great and also like bad at the same time. Like if you look closely at the trees and stuff, they don't look great because they're like PS3 trees and PS3 grapes. Ah, I did not expect to find you here. I imagine Nidhana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlayan, while I oversee matters in Radzethan. It is a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Yo, I'm just standing here while I'm not even trying to talk to you. Barshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Radzethan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in. and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. Oh my god, I don't care about this at all. It's an opportunity for me as well. Believe you me, your artisans have taught me so much about that varying craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called the star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to this star. I worry your faith in me might be misplaced. What the fuck? Why would I say that? I said it. Perish the thought, you are our salvation and our deliverance. My father would not have relinquished his scales otherwise. Oh, okay. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. What is going on over there? Ugh, where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? What a hater! What a fucking hater. Viewing, old boy, my, whatever are you doing here? Trying to avoid you? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps befitting of a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said raiments, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely, I, the young Lord Fortemps, insists that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlayan. Thus do I toil through every fiber, though every fiber of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed overt operation, so I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with extra busy work, and without Honoroit here, there is no one to prepare my meals. Oh, hell no, I'd be grumpy bubbling too. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlayan delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Is Archon loaf good? It's in the shops. It sounds sophisticated, like me. I thank you for the suggestion. With a full belly, I dare say I can endure this purgatory, if only a while longer. Ta-ta, old boy. Yeah, ta-ta. We're still standing here. Well, wow, is that viewing in Tataru? No. Keep walking. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straightways to Kugane once I've finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bokairo Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Aldenard Trade-In Company would be honored to foot the bill. Will there be lemon cakes? Oh ho, a man of tart tastes, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes, and much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolo Rito have to offer. But let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. Goodbye. Sick lens flare. We've been standing here for days. Come on. Viewing, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? No, I hate it here. Tataru. Biggs, Wedge, I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlayan and Radzedan has been a rewarding experience, and that's to say nothing of what we've learned from the Loperites. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nara was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though, to the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I'd have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo, mumble mumble. There's that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, viewing. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. And one filled with even more adventure. Yay! Adventure! When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? That's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. No, why is it still going? Okay. Right, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsarad from Polaka's stand. Haven't we met before? I don't know. Yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa. And again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mistress Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavner, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands, from the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar. We were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and again. For all the joy we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned that you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Oh my god. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. Your headphones died. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Varsarad. The weapons and gear obtained can be equipped at level 89. However, all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 90, these items will no longer be synced. The gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quests. They just give that to me? You just claim it and it's yours. They're just giving me this shit? This is wild. It doesn't usually work like this, to be honest. Wonder why they have those little locks on. Look at me. Look at me. those frills. I realize you've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said they were returning to the Baldesian Annex, though I doubt they stayed for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Cryle first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru? Yeah, look at me. It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others though, they've already taken their leave. Ishtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Newton. As for Alphinaud and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Lavoulier state. Though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go, I'm sure they would all be glad for your company. If you've a mind to seek them out, should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Stoll and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess. So do remember to get a good night's sleep. Holy shit. Viewing, come to make our trio a quartet happy. Please have a seat and we'll see about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
Let's fucking go. They're gonna voice act for me.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Is aught the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just... Well, lately I find myself surprised at how much I've changed. How much we've all changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? to victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
They weren't even saying words at the end. Leaving so soon, I suppose it's for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with Uriache, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. What's Nero doing? Just chilling. Go south from the studio. Yo, Balrog. So good to see you. So epic as always to see you. Look, they have a Palico. They have a Palico for Monster Hunter. Song request. Oh shit. Thank you for this. Yeah, I remember.
It's the end to this lifeless paradise you disguise.
It was a good time.
Ring your death, ring your cataclysmic house and now. The final note in desolation. I peel back the sky for you.
Surge Tankian is cool.
Shoot a falling star is mine, blowing through eternity.
Oh shit. I missed that dialogue. What epic boss finale. Doesn't it seem cool? For sure. Absolutely. They're probably dreaming about celestial adventures to come. upside down. Like this, how they're like nodding off. It's uncomfortable. So let's just stare at that for a while.
The grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve a victory.
Sleepy time. It's always cutscene time in this game.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Whoa, Palisade.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is much more effective than preparing for battle.
I'm just going slow, like making it very artistic. I'm imagining that Cryo is Surge tanking.
So, what were the two of you doing?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Just a little peace and quiet. Thank you for that request. That was epic. That made that cutscene extremely artistic and legendary. No sleep, I'll sleep when I'm dead. You better return these books. And you're hungry? Well, we just ate. Gonna drag them by their ears. Look at the freaking palico. Palico. Hey, what are you doing here? You're from Monster Hunter World. What are you doing here? Just here to disrupt. I knew it. Even if Balrog accidentally disrupted the stream a little bit, I think it would be alright. Because Balrog has improved the stream so immensely.
Oh. What brings you here?
We used to stream in 30 frames per second before Balrog.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
I like it when they talk
Where
for
were you
me.
in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with
See,
lords
that's
and
what I'm
ladies.
talking about. I am not made for idle chit-chat.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
This game is like idle chit-chat simulator, the game.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
In a way, it's more realistic how they don't just like get to
That's
the
not
point.
to say I think we won't be returning.
Like, people in real life don't always just get to the point. They want to engage in idle chit-chat
Yet, given what
first.
lies ahead, I did not
I'm
wish
just
to
not
leave for
used to that
later
in video
that which I
games.
could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do.
I'm used to, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
Family.
Well, it's past time we were on our way.
It's cool. Last session we had a really cool dungeon and a really cool boss fight. So, like, I'm not
Wait!
itching for one of those. I'm like, cool, cool. We can talk for a while. We just had an exciting time. Not
Since I
too
left
long
home,
ago.
I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends.
I died like 6 times on the
Through it
boss
all,
fight. In case you missed
you
it, I
didn't give up
died
on
like
me.
6 times. My group carried me really, really hard.
To have returned here with you at my side,
It was sick.
it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
slight spoilers, I guess, for like level 89 content.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
They made us fight like
I'm the one who owes you thanks.
our goddess.
Were it not for you,
I don't even know if she's still alive. I think
I
she's
would
dead now. I
not
think we
be
killed our
alive today,
goddess.
nor
And
come to
she-
terms
but
with
it's
Nidhogg's
fine. She's
spirit.
like testing us to make sure we're strong enough.
I am ever grateful.
Yay. Okay, I'll be counting on you. Wasn't even paying attention.
I know, and I won't let you down. Together, we'll show the enemy the strength of mortal will.
Okay, I said I wasn't itching for a fight, and now I'm itching. Spoke too soon. Everyone's having a lovely day. I'm trying to think of like a fun story or a cool story. I can't think of any. But a Hrothgar. When you see another Hrothgar, you have to stop and stare. No, it's not polite. Welcome. You can only do it if you're also Hrothgar. Welcome back, viewing. Return to catch a final few wings before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. The shit is going down. Whoa. Someone got the zoomies. Who's that, Xenos? Why you got glowy? What's going on? Who is what? It is Xenos. You look different. You look more evil? How'd you get cool glowy arms?
You will
That might be a
never
Reaper
get
skill, I don't even know.
what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Did he actually hear our words? Did we
In
get
that
through?
transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you?
I don't know what he's talking about.
And what was it that you sought in me?
Yep, not sure what he's talking about. Soup? Sorry, everything's fine. I didn't just throw things in fit of rage. It's the day of reckoning! Oh my god! Let's go fight. We'll be fine. It's not that scary. Level 89.
How often have we thus assembled?
Relatively
To
frequently.
combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began
just
to
gonna
look
let
to the
them talk.
sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait!
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
What's she gonna say?
Safe journey, all of you.
Oh, that's
And
it.
be safe.
You too, Tatsuru? No, you can count on it. Like, what do you mean be safe? I'm staying here. Welcome in, Wind Up Kupo. Excellent name. We like Final Fantasy. This is my first time doing Endwalker, being this far. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galeth Baldesian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. Yeah, FF Doof, hi. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got a little kitty cat on your shoulder, possibly with bat wings. One who sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for, something to consider as you venture unto the sea of stars. Look at that cat. I mean, me too, but also on my shoulder. Look at that cat. Hey, we can warp right there. You have 7 cats? In real life, you have 7 cats? We have 4. And it's a lot. Damn, that's pretty epic. I didn't know what my limit was, but our 4th is quite the handful. So for now, 4 is my limit. Doof's got 3. Wow, we have so many cats. You have one, he's mostly a dog, like the other dogs. Yay for sweet animals. Sweet animals. Doof, have you been streaming? I feel like I've been missing your streams if you've been streaming, and I feel like I need to join your Discord. When you were gone for a week, I didn't know what to do with myself. You can't commit to the cat talks? That makes sense. We had 2 cats for a really long time, and we wanted 3, but like didn't know like what's the one gonna be. But long story short, they found us. They came to us. Our old neighborhood had like tons of strays, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because we got 3 of them.
All present and accounted for. Good.
Is that what
As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board.
We're gonna go save the
on
world.
your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, It's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Well, the work was hard, but we've learned a lot from it. After all, it's not every day you get tasked with building a starfaring vessel. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
It's Sid. That's Sid.
So, have you thought of a name?
Alright, if you're not like a big Final Fantasy
A
head,
name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny
there's
toy
like
boat?
usually a character named
Well,
Sid,
seeing as its purpose has changed,
who's an
I thought a
engineer
more
of some
eloquent
sort.
name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortune,
and like
who seemed quite
he's always
amenable to the
different, but there's always a Sid, and that's like one of the things that links Final Fantasy
As
games.
you know,
there's not actually
this
one in the
vessel
first
is the
game,
culmination of heretofore
so there's not always a Sid,
collaboration.
but
And though said
usually there's a
collaboration arose in
Sid.
the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars.
Yeah, Sid is like
Fragment would not have found its
Patches.
way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more
Look at
than
you
mere
unlocking the
happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship Ragnarok.
Oh shit, Ragnarok.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for.
I
and
just
not
had a
one
funny
less.
thought that like, what if in the new expansion they add a Pogger's face? And I'm sorry for that cursed image, and I apologize. I hope you can forgive me.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next expansion. All 80 hours of it.
We'll of course need the
It's just gonna
power
be
of the
that
mother
face.
crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an
I didn't mean to. I take it back. I
I
take it back. It would be too cursed.
feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves.
Streamers just say things. They don't mean everything they say.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Yeah, creation magics.
Care
We
to
learned about
explain
those.
for our benefit?
As you may have
We
witnessed
went
at
to the
Bestways Burrow,
past.
the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they
Oh,
use
also,
to shape
the
the moon's
Loporrits do
environment.
it, I guess.
Yet
What's
simple though
up,
they make it
Bob?
seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly
So good to
requires
see
that the
you.
wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
We're still trying
Hence the
to
ancients'
save the world.
meticulous management of concepts.
You know, it takes a while. You gotta plan it
Drawing
out. You
upon
gotta
this art,
combine
the
the
Assyrians
science and the
conceived of
magic
summoning
just
as we know.
right. You gotta fight
derivative
the
that replaces
freaking
the complexity
goddess
of
of the
concepts
world
with
for
the
some
simplicity
reason
of zealot
as a
to make
test of your
manifest a
power. You know,
creation.
standard things.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the mother crystal
There's cute little
into
bunnies
primals of
helping
purer
us.
form and greater obedience.
Oh, am I
Summoning
focused?
as it was intended, one might say.
I'm like 69% focused.
Indeed!
Luckily, their voice
While
acting for
Heidelin
us.
gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade
You
us
like
from
the
using
tall
it to
guy.
make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only
Funny.
one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that
Except
rubbish,
no
so there's
substitutes.
no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told,
Yeah, the
I do
British
not
accent is
understand
good.
the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of
everybody
our
here.
faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
We're friends with the Ninja Turtles. And there's a Moogle.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment?
Yeah, I wish
In
I could tell
anticipation
you.
of the day man might journey to
Sometimes
the
they say
stars,
things that I don't understand in
developed
this
these.
game. Like, usually. Like, most of the time, I don't understand what they're saying.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
Okay.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
I will.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Bye now.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
Okay.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go. And Godspeed.
I'm so ready. Yeah. Wow, there's so many people that we could talk to and just see how they're feeling. I don't think I can handle it. I think I can talk to them all. shit, you said like 4 things. Quite the turnout. We mustn't waste time. Yeah, you know what? Arrow, I keep just always surprised that you're here. Run along and do what you vaunted heroes do best. You're such an asshole. You're still an asshole. You'll always be an asshole. Alright, bye everyone. If you would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Here come several cutscenes in sequence. Who's ready for several cutscenes in sequence? Me. Woo. Hell yeah, Bar. You doing anything fun? You playing Doom Infinite or making music? Eating noodles, let's fucking go! You're having fun, Wind Up Kupo? Are you doing something fun?
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Those little bunnies. Sick HUD. Played too much. Doom Infinite? Oh no! Are there other games besides Doom Infinite?
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete.
That's a really good question. I assume you
In
played
accordance with the 14th phase of
like
the plan,
Doom
we have moved
64.
the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
Maybe.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Who is that?
Come on. The burnt out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again.
The French philosopher? Yeah. They did. The names are so challenging to simply say out loud, comprehend. Except for my name, I have the best name. My name is Viewing Cutscene. Holy shit, that bunny woke up. That bunny got activated. Holy shit. Look at those bunnies! I was over one of the bunnies. I became a bunny for a second. Power Ranger bunnies! Oh, that looks sick. Is this Mass Effect? Is that the Normandy? This is Superman 64. I knew it looked familiar. Whoa. It's a lot. What are these? Oh, primals helping? They're helping. Good King Ultima. That's the best character in the game right there. I mean,
That
Good King
I must
Ultima.
carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
Yeah, you're bored of the rebel. That's all you ever want to do is rebel.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation.
Okay.
I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
That's cool. Look at us. That's good. It's beautiful.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
We measured time in carats.
Alright, let's go over some points of caution.
We just
Our
casually
destination,
dropped that
as you know,
lore.
is Ultima Thule. Lest you
And they
wonder,
expect
the
me
place
to,
is
like,
not a star so much as
not need
patch
a
of
minute to
emptiness.
recover.
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours.
Safe travels.
Personally, at the slightest sign of
Party
trouble,
on,
I'd mash the
Tux.
button to bits, and you should as well.
Mash the
Understood.
button to bits.
We
yeah.
promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
No, not alarms.
What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
No.
Greetings.
I'm scared. I'm freaking out. Oh no. She's inside the ship. No, not that angle. Not that angle.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
It's Medion.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
Maybe.
I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. Stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it.
Oh, emo.
You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now.
Right now.
I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well.
for the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
Is your neck okay? No, not the bunnies.
I can't.
You're suffocating the bunnies?
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end.
Evil is villain.
Yet valiantly cling to life.
Oh, I guess we weren't ready. I guess we need a better gear or something, I don't know. Yeah, give him a knuckle sandwich. Oh, everybody's fine.
By the Fury.
Everybody?
Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Oh, that's convenient.
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
Oh, okay. That's convenient.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
Whoa.
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
Oh my gosh.
So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Yeah. Ultima Thule, Sea of Stars.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Do I know? I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surrounds, but I've readied a provisions node in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. provisions node. Say what? You sell garbage? What they repair? These might be upgrades. One of those might be an upgrade. Not too worried about it. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely. I suspect, given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that, we must find Thancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far lest we lose sight of one another. Oh, it's Wind Up Kupo. I see you. I see you there. Get you level 90 Sage. Cool looking stuff. Wow, I've never even been here. Dang. We have to do the whole... We have to probably clear the whole zone before we beat the game, right? So... better get to going. Stellar Dragon. Can't even fly. So pretty. I don't want to mess with these dragons. Oh no, look at you. You're all dust and stuff. Look, you got a cute mount. I'm jealous. I want that mount. No, there's a dragon on me. No! Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, there's another one on me. Oh my god. Wow. Luckily, Wind Up Kupo's here to save me. That was close. Ruins, but of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic? An inscription? Anything? So, Graha. Look here, this part's relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. I'm not sure where we've seen the pattern. But that's okay, I haven't been paying too much attention. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. That's intense. Hate to see indiscriminate destruction. That is not augurs. Stinian, what's up? I thought this hill might afford a better view. Oh my god, you got the balloons. Better view of our surroundings, a poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Vitrified fort. I don't know what that word means. This game, they should provide a dictionary with it. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here, there are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. Whoa! Whoa! That escalated quickly. It's these dragons, they're mean looking. Did I feel it when I was near that thing? Because it was trying to bite me. Could the murderous dragons be giving you anxiety? I don't know, I'm not sure. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. What? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Can we talk about whether or not there are dragons there? Agreed, we found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Let us try searching there then. Okay. On it. Viewing a word before we join the others. Is Estinian taking us to Final 2? Are we playing Big Brother? Be sure we have Final 2 alliances with everybody in the house. That thing's pretty. I wonder if we're going up there. Probably not, if there's like more things that look like that. Whoa. I'm so distracted that I ran past the place. Leave me alone, dragon. Stop being rude. Stop it. Stop it. Yes. Yes. You see them too. Estinian sees them. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Sormer and mine with Needhog is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? Ah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish, what happened to them, I wonder? Oh. Hey, stop. Stop biting me. I got excited because I saw that etherite. to it. And then we can teleport. We don't have to take a frickin' spaceship. Oh, it looks kind of fucked up. I don't know. Do they see these dragons?
Dragons?
They do,
Here.
okay. I'm gonna let them talk.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
What? He's at our side? What are you talking about?
He is here and
what?
there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Shit.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow,
shit's fucked.
He managed to leave a slither of himself behind.
Took out Thancred like that.
The heart? Or perhaps the soul?
I guess he's dead forever.
In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade.
No way.
Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on.
Thancred did all this?
For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
Yeah, let's fucking fight. That's what I'm talking. Oh no. Is he gonna get zapped into dynamis? Hey, Chewie.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
You may only endwalk.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far.
Gave his life? Is that what we're saying happened?
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Walking on Thancred. Game's wild. Yuri can't accept that Thancred's gone, neither can I. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. Circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront Nedion. Estinian, viewing, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. There is a path that may lead us to our quarry. We must find it. Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Nedion said these dragons are shadow and shade from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Roger, roger. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Okay, I want to attune though before I forget. Oh, these dragons look chill. This one's got a name. Thou art unlike the others. Do not tarry here. Whoa. This is not our home. The metal demons came to our home. These are mere bones. Whoa. Not super helpful. They basically said we're dead, fuck off. A visitor not of this star, could thy slender hands bring plague to our world, thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee, alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. They probably mean the F-Zero track, Silence. They're really big racing fans. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came, metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat, never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. My word. Bunch of emo dragons. I wonder if we're supposed to know what machines they're talking about and if we've like dealt with them. But I don't really know right now. The woods bid me speak. Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch and wait an end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Amnol, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. Wait, what? I guess, like, they gestured with their head towards this direction. That means go this way. Cool, cool. Love a good gesture. What's that then? Just a stellar wyvern. Simeon, what's up? They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground, or was. I've seen similar on Aetheris. Midgardsormr's kind must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Bertra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Looks pretty shattered. Oh, little baby dragon. No. Unborn dragon. The body decomposing. Gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Poor little bubbler. A murky liquid has pooled inside the eggshell. The noxious foetor is indicative of contamination. Cool, never seen that word in my life. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonet within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonet was indeed hatched, there is no sign of it here or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops and I'll search the plains. Okay. I'm on it. This is gonna prove something. This is gonna make the dragons not emo anymore. I don't know why we simply don't just look all over the place. But what you gonna do? It's not supposed to be logical, it's supposed to be a narrative that is also good gameplay. No question. Let's go, Chocobo. Wait. What is going on? Are you the dragonet? The boisterous howling hath been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon, or something resembling one. Ah, I see what's happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps some eggs within Knoll are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. It was a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild a futile effort. In purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerge as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you, capable of journeying to other stars. That there are, many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or to be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. Yeah, I guess. So, what the hell is going on? Why are we messing around with these dragons? Like, we should be combing the area. I know, it doesn't... I already said that. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. A pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. Others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. Will they? Do they care? I guess they care. What did we didn't learn shit. We learned that the dragons are a dead end. Should explore more. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Define meaningful. I see, they wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Oh, is that what they want? Thank you, viewing, Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity, but it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Whoa. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loporits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Medion told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is, we've no way forward. Oh shit. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Medion's, but the dragons that holds us here. Oh, we do have to figure it out with the dragons. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. That's fucked up. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Medion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. Which was Ultima Thule's architect, Medion herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most, potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain, challenging his desire to remain, may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Oh, that sounds easy. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. Oh, absolutely. Then I shall guide thee. Al-End, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Al-End, what a name. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Yeah, don't worry, I'll walk around you, Estinian. Don't move whatsoever. I'll walk all the way around you. Oh, okay. Now you're leaving. Going to the next quest. Gonna be the best quest. Gonna play Jack's quest. I hear it's light dim. Al-End, what's up? Holy shit. Holy shit, dragon. That was like more interesting than FF14. He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
Oh, they're just gonna
I'll
talk
handle
for
this.
me? That's cool. That's even better. You still don't have it. Let's go.
Waiting to die like all the others, are you?
I don't have that much. Oh, they're speaking dragon? Our pride is crushed, our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled, the heavens offer no comfort. There's nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? Maybe.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. Oh shit, that sounds good. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred. I'm not raging, they said I'm not raging.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity.
Oh, shit.
And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Wait, what? Wait. That was so confusing.
Stay back.
We tire of war and turmoil, dignity tarnished, crimson stain. Misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
This is the emotion that bars our way.
rest is up to you.
No, we lost another one. We lost Estinian, no.
Not Estinian too!
There's a wind.
He's opened the way for us.
Yeah.
Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
No, Alfie's crying.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Sweet. Yeah. Killing it. We're crushing it. Oh, well, I don't need that experience. What is this? We're all just chilling? Look there, the wind. This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. The wind stayed the fog, and the air no longer feels quite so stifling. Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? You need a moment. Does Alice love Estinian or something? She was like, if I had known this place would claim Estinian. Yeah, we all love Estinian. Whee! Powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other scions should arrive before long. He did it. He found a way for us. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting, Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here. Why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alice is right. We must press on for their sake. Alpha Node has regained his composure and is ready to proceed. As Ishtola and Alice said, we must continue. Notice the change in our surroundings? Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully lest we lose our footing in this sand. Oh. The sky is wild. Everyone's hanging out. Some weird new creatures. Sand everywhere. This monolith has glyphs emitting light. Ishtola can see quite well, apparently. Okay. Seemingly barren world. The air is nowhere near as stale, but still quite dry. The sand will prove bothersome. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, 'twould appear as ordinary stone. Curious script hath been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely. So we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Medion claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. Wend? What do you suppose that is over there? I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. Absolutely. I want this ether current though. And check out that new enemy. Pretty cool. Pretty rad. Hollow of the flesh. Ghostly figure, what are you up to? You got stuff going on? Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. Hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Turtle said. Let's go, Balrog. Turtles enthusiast. Oh, yes. I assumed you meant TMNT. Maybe you mean Yeah, that's the name of the game. Not not general, not regular turtles, but the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety. Yes. Are you going for all Turtles masteries? You could be the Simpsons and Ninja Turtles guy. You already are. You already are. Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me, I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. What the fuck? You just pop your head off? You're not great. Oh, I think you're pretty great. Yeah, I never beat it until recently. It's hard. It's pretty hard. I want to say it's not as hard as you think it is, but that might be a lie. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard, but there are places you can farm pizza. Like, pizza respawns. You have to go into it with, like, adult gameplay tactics. Like, stuff you wouldn't have, like, had the patience with as a kid. If that makes sense. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intention. EA, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Yeah. Yeah. You love Metal Gear. Are you working on MGS presently? You just got it on the mind at all times. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kafkud? Oh my god. Hate to lose a save. Yes, Kafkud, give the E. Yeah. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether or dynamis, as the space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then? That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, I've prepared 198,712,180,827. That's a rather lot, isn't it? My apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people. which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why? To bring an end to our existence, of course. What? Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. What in the actual fuck? We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well, to ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Hell yeah, Drusy! Yes, the abode of the Ia, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Ia wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. Trucy, so good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hope you're doing lovely. I enjoyed your stream the other night. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. Wow, it's the shades from Mir. There is a near crossover with this game, so I wasn't... Yes, they do look extremely like the shades from Nier, then they might even be, like, supposed to be that, so I don't really know. They said there would be others, but I didn't expect this. Something tells me we have different definitions of the word abode. Should not be surprised their concept of a village is so different from ours. And yet, more violet-colored crystals, I cannot place my finger on it. There's something unsettling about them. The Isle of Dragons was enshrouded in the silence of the dead, yet the stillness here doth suggest that Ia are, by and large, merely sleeping. All modern games of sufficient budget feature crossovers. I believe it. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find, remain idle in their domiciles. Though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear, I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline structures hanging from the stone constructs hanging from the stone structures here. My bad. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate. Well, isn't that something? Hope everybody had a nice day today. I hope all your crystalline domiciles are full of crystals and ether or whatever. There's no response. Capable of movement. Thank you, Jersey. Do you already know all of these words, or did you look that one up, or any of them up? Just wondering. I know you read more books than I do. You're a genius. I read 0 books. You just like words. Well, I take it back then. I'm sorry for assuming that you read books. I didn't mean anything by it. Why we seek our end, you ask. If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment, I must remember. What form did I take when last I emerged? Yeah! The strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. Motility. Whoa! Reproduction is scandalous. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. Oh yeah, that old thing. They are not but concentrated ether now. Worry not, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. You just cooked Dindin. But more importantly, you said some few. You must cook Dindin. Hell yeah. See you soon. Or enjoy cooking. What do humans say? Cook well? More importantly, You said some few did answer your request for an audience. Yes, I imagine they will be with us ere long. Cook well. You don't want to cook bad. You don't want to get the burnt meat. That was a Monster Hunter reference, not implying that you eat meat or that you don't eat meat. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few Ia have awakened. Oh, there they are. May I introduce you to Lalak, Dudek, and Need? It's been too long, Kafkud. I dare say Satyr 4 has since completed an orbit. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers, of course, the ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form? Ah yes, so long has it been. It had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity, I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, the archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much? Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh, such as they, must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, which after we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. Alright. Purest ether, let's go! Let's fucking go, purest ether! This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. What the hell, is this gonna rain spaghetti on us? You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait longer. Your order's not done. The kitchen is a mess. You brace yourself again. Just as I suspected, as meticulously as one might recreate the Ia's home world, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarat. However, appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that this is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So, have some tact and say it was delicious. So did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? We eat some shit. Gasp. Through your mouths? How very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Oh, that's cool. Sorry for being like a meat bag. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? It's us, right? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Ia yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible such as land to the intangible such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives untroubled by the failures of flesh. Thus changed, and we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. Yeah, they are possessed of corporeal forms. Their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegia. Let's fucking go. Truth of the universe. A fundamental truth? We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Absolutely. Ere we join the Ia, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Viewing Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks, we shall head outside the abode, if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegia. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. Why are we splitting up? Did you just speak to me? I haven't spoken to anyone in so long. What is it you need? I was a researcher. That was so long ago. Now I'm little more than the detached wisp you see before you. This place has no name. It's the abode of the Ia. A scattered, deluded few of my kind strive to regain some semblance of her former glory. Okay. That's cool. I had a thought once that I would duty list down, and then it's just like covered by the VTuber. Oh, I think I just turned it off. No. Aye, this place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. Is this about like who's gonna sacrifice themselves next to pave the way? You have our undivided attention. As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days, yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Maybe Medion did some shit? Like take their hearts into herself or something? Rahati is like, what? I'm inclined to agree. If Medion can take the emotions of others as her own, I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully than had she relied on any historical account, by which logic she must have visited them while they still lived, the dragons and the Ia both. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Medion perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathic empathy intrinsic to her nature as an entelechy. In the course of her starfaring journey, she encountered beings who strongly desired the cessation of their existence. She would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis, 'tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Medion did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the Ea unto their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this: in the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Never again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the crystal exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. If you say my debt has come true, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will say only this: do what you must, and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend, I shall. Without further ado, then, let us go join our comrades. Let us be off to Eligea, to Elgato. Whole squad. Seems everyone's accounted for. Shall we then? Shall we? What are we doing?
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Yeah, tell us the truth of the universe, little ghost dudes.
Very well.
Little ghost
Bear in mind,
mofos.
however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Holy shit, they want to fight? Holy shit. Or no, they're just doing the thing. Y'shtola.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
But you mustn't.
Oh, I did play with you. Don't be mad.
This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic.
Don't be mad.
We came here knowing what victory may cost. So press on. Press on, and do not look back.
It's just been so long. It's been so long.
As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Wait, why are they both?
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey.
Do you want to do some dailies?
And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility
probably have
of
4
mind
days of free
needed to
time
bend
right now.
This malleable reality.
Re-login campaign.
Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
I bought a month. This isn't free for me.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
I want to say this is like day 4 of 30? I don't know. You know how. Yeah. You can check the website to see if you qualify. install it first. Damn, we're losing mofos left and right. I mean, comrades.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end
I
here.
think it ended. I'm
We'll
sorry.
press on.
It was only in
and
February.
we will find you.
It's pretty cringe.
There. That's where you'll find me.
It was February
Is
1st
that
to the 21st.
Another star.
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Aetheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
I have a kitty on my lap. Are you all ready to continue on? Then let us make for where the light shone. Thule and Urianger have opened the way for us. Yeah, they have. There's ether current this way. That looks awesome. Do they have anything to say after that shit went down? Scary spider shades. Current. Oh my gosh, kitty on my lap, purring. Big purrs. Sweetheart. Can't even get to this freaking next place. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane pattern. This is a portal, and no mistake. Let us see where it leads. The portal of wisdom. Okay. What the frickin' hell? There's level checkers here, but they're called level trickers. There's some sort of beta enemy. Robotic. Hypno. So good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Amazing, yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrived? Not the most welcoming of places, is it? We must try to find denizens who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land, see how far we can go. I'll help Alpha know with that. In the meantime, you and Graha and search for friendlier folk. Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you'd best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we've finished exploring. I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the Isle, so I propose we search the central area. There are machines patrolling here and there, sentinels in all likelihood. Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. So, let us avoid them, and look for others that appear more approachable. Enemies look wild. We took 2 steps. We took 2 steps. You see naught but patrolling machines in the area. They do not seem inclined to non-violent intercourse. Intercourse? Phrasing. Look at these overflow Omicrons. I love them. Shutting down. They should do the AOL goodbye. Hope no one got attacked today by evil robots. Look, viewing, the machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we can communicate with them. Begging your pardon, we are searching for the denizens of this star. This unknown life form detected. Assigning generic label interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to the planet. Bleep bloop. Planet? What? Could you please repeat that? It appears your hearing organ is unable to process the name in our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are called the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. The Omicrons, you say. And what is it that you do here? We are preparing for war. As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and or terminated. Not a little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what else I can learn from this fellow. If you could try speaking with the others. I don't really want to, because they seem like some weirdos. Autonomous weapon deployment complete. Vanguard armament complete. Munition level satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment nominal. You sound like your armored core right now. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Greetings, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Stigma. What in the Mega Man X? Measuring combat capability, result negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Greetings, traveler. We are the Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we ventured forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the home world of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Yet though the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. The subsequent costing determined that the losses incurred exceeded the gains. Whoopsie doodle! War, what is it good for? You learned a few things, so did I, ere we share our findings. However, I believe it best to step outside the outpost. Oh, really? We're gonna be talking magic. Ah, there you are. We finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there was no way forward. There were portals like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated isles. Then, as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. What of yourselves? Did you find anyone to speak with? So the Omicrons seek to advance themselves through conquest. That's so FF11. Following their victory over the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, and so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Urianche's description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others? Urianche said that? During our investigation before we joined you in Allegia. So that's the way of it. Why couldn't he just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, it's certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons and the Ia longed for death, the Omicrons longed for conflict. As much as that may lead to destruction, it must be considered a distinct desire. In order to find the source of the dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, this Sir. According to M032, the first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. They also added that it would be a pointless exercise, but that in itself, I believe, is worth investigating. What say you? So the console we seek lies on the far side of this isle. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely direct as it seems. Let us all watch our step as we make our way. Say what now? Do what now? the Chocobo. Alpha for a beta. This appears to be the console, but it seems unresponsive. Would you care to take a look at it? I'm good with consoles. You tried touching, smacking, and attuning with the console, but there is no response. No luck, I see, but there must be a way to activate it. There must.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Me too.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough, but if we can't even activate it...
We're like that movie, Clueless.
Perhaps there is a way. First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. The significance of these details may be lost on you now, but they lead me to believe this was the home world of Omega. I speak of the ancient weapon, the one which the Alliance unleashed upon Shinru. I will spare you the long story, but according to the records I read in the future, it possessed a single weakness: lightning.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
As a matter of fact, I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
I said have at it.
Very well. Here I go.
It worked!
Did it work?
Opening connection to communications module 1. Connection established. Transmission. Strategic Matrix Sigma 1 now online. As a primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir. Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state. End transmission. Closing connection.
Wait! We have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
So unhelpful.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All systems continue to operate at maximum efficiency. If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
Okay, I probably should stop to eat and take a break. Let us focus our search on the outpost. Alice and I will try speaking with the Omicrons this time, in the hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. What up, whoosh? These beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, then let us begin at once. As we came this way, I believe I spied a promising vantage point. Follow me. So good to see you, whoosh. Hope you're doing good. Hope all your Omicrons are variants. No, that didn't sound good. Gonna get some nachos? Sounds good. Look at this one, got the zoomies. Got the zoomies. Why is that the fastest? I think it might be an erratic Omicron. That's what I'm supposed to find. Jerome. Bleep bloop. Ceaselessly lacking objective. An Omicron wandering aimlessly where? Aha, I see it. It's left the base. Let's follow it. This game has like 5 to 6 hours between action. Which is just a little bit too long. Like 4 hours is good. I needed some action every 4 hours. It's not here, but it definitely came this way. It must have used the portal. Time to go through and see what we find. We got lambdas up here. Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky stuff. They have a tree of life. What's your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? I'm looking at the tree. Oh, okay. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it, is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves. Like we did countless others, we conquer the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire, yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way? And to what end? I do not understand. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. Oh, you don't have to go. So it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon, but it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions, one not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. To endeavor to live even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Tell me, viewing one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? Wow, we can really be mean here. We can really be mean. I'm unplugging my controller so it doesn't do the headset bullshit. I'm gonna be nice, alright? I'm gonna say, why wouldn't she be? You're here at the end. You're important. You truly think so? That would be a... Nay, I shouldn't say such things until the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Well, we had best get on with our task. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Oh, it's just feels close, but so far away. Feels like kind of endless. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. Yeah, it seems silly to not grab that quest, because then I would have to come back. But I might stop there. Yay, we did it! We played the game and made progress. Amazing. Incredible even.